could, I think that one's okay. If anything, I would grab the green one, go to that frame 12, and then slightly bring it back. And that's working pretty well. And maybe frame 15, just bring it back slightly, maybe slightly up. Okay, so that's working pretty well. I can go to my foot controller as well, switch on the trajectory, and you should see something that pretty much looks like this, with a nice curve as it lifts up and moves forward. Everything works pretty well there. I can go to a front view, just switch on my center of gravity, switch on the trajectory, and we should get this sort of butterfly looking scenario. And if we look at that one, 0 and 12 should sit exactly at the same height, and they are, and it looks pretty good. This should be uniform, and that's exactly what we're getting there. So I'm going to switch off my trajectories now. In fact, an easy way to get them all off is just to select everything and switch off trajectories. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. Now I just want to do a test render just to see what this guy looks like, and to do that I'm just going to create a box for him to walk on, so that I can see that there's no foot penetration through the ground, that sort of stuff. That looks pretty good there. Just hit P for perspective, and just make sure that it's all contained in the view. Just going to right click, and where is it? Perspective here, right click, show save frame. That looks pretty good. That's all contained. So now I can just go Tools, Views, grab Viewport, Create Animation Sequence, and it'll pop up with this. We don't need bones and particle objects, we just need geometry. I'll make this 100%, and which is 640/480, and realistic is fine, perspective is fine, and if we just go create, what will actually happen is it will do a low quality render, and it will automatically open up my viewer, which is here. This is my Windows. It'll open up whatever video viewer you have installed as the standard on your system, and you can see there that our walk cycle is looking pretty good, and we don't have any major problems with it, and I think it's certainly good enough for us to go on to the next step now, which is to animate it out over 10 seconds. So it's actually quite simple to animate this guy over 10 seconds. I'm just going to switch off that safe frame again. The first thing we need to do to get this guy to animate over 10 seconds is we need to repeat our 24 frames.